Okay. Hi, everybody. We're today is our live video a day late because yesterday was Halloween and Samhain, so we were busy. We're going to be pulling cards for people, and Dustin is going to be joining me for today's video. We're going to start off with doing a little reading on him, and then anybody who would like to have a card pulled for them today just needs to ask, which I'll have to repeat because so far we have no people, so that's okay. It's Friday at whatever the heck time this is. So there's the one person. Hello. So we've only got one person here so far. So the very first thing, no we're not, but I'm going to talk about him because he's our skull of the day.
Okay.
Because that's the thing now.
Okay.
Because he's like, I have something to say.
Okay.
But he doesn't say it like that. So anyway, there's the second person. Okay, so today it's all about pulling cards for people. So if you want a card pulled, then just ask. I am going to start with Dustin. So it's going to be weird because I'm going to be doing a reading for him, but I'm going to be looking at y'all. So
Don't look at me.
don't look at me, of course. Okay, but we don't want a video of my head, the back of my head looking at me.
No.
Okay. So what we're going to do is for Dustin today, I'm going to do a What is Hidden, and it is part of my Journey into the Hidden Realm deck that I really love using. It's the only tarot deck I use because you know me, I'm not a big fan of the tarot decks, just because of the Christian belief based Christian belief base they have of good and bad, where these cards are super cool, and they're the fairies get that everything is various shades of gray, so there's no doom and gloom. It's really cool. You can relax and enjoy your reading, and I don't know, there's less fear involved. So we're going to do a little What is Hidden for Dustin, and in the meantime, if anybody would like me to pull a card for them today, just let me know and we will pull one. So just comment when you'd like, and we'll do that. So
Do I have a fat guy?
He's in a mood. So here, shuffle the cards.
I really am bad at shuffling.
And that's what everyone says. I don't understand. What is it with shuffling cards that makes people really insecure?
I
It's
just don't know.
just cards.
I don't know how to do it. No one ever taught me. Do you want to see how I shuffle?
Okay, so nobody taught me to shot. Okay, so it's November the 1st. I would like to mention that I'm probably going to be particularly tongue-tied today because if I had $1 for every November 1st where I came into work or got a message from work where the person working said, "Oh my God, I don't feel alone in here. It's super creepy in here today," I would have $4 because this is our 4th year. And every November 1st, this place is just all full of energy. And I haven't cleared them out because I thought for our live video, maybe they'd add some fun. Maybe we'll have some orbs or...
This morning
But they've been making my tongue tied, so that's not been helping.
This morning I was sure there was someone in here with me. I was sure of it.
That's normal here. So, and Penny, you're on deck for pulling a card. But right now we're going to do a little mini reading for Dustin. So this is What is Hidden. Did you cut it?
No.
Cut it once.
And then put the top on the bottom?
Yep. Ta-da! Okay. So for Dustin, we have What is Hidden, What is the Gift, What is the Challenge, and What is the Result. Okay? Hopefully everyone can hear us okay. Comment if you have any issue. So what is hidden? Okay? So I'm going to read out of the book for these because these ones, plus I don't like the memorization because, well, these ones will take a minute, so I'll get it eventually. But anyway, so what is hidden? Okay. Almost everyone likes to see the lover's card make an appearance, especially if they're wondering about their love life. In such question, the card is a good omen and much more than that. It speaks of a union, personal or professional, that is not only a good match but almost promises something extraordinary to come of the partnership. For the promise to be fulfilled, though, a conscious act is needed. The crux of this card is decision. It lets you know that all elements are there, but you need to make a decision. You need to move the last few inches necessary to close the deal. You will know it is the right thing to do because everything in your body, including your heart, will tell you so. Just get your mind on board and seal it with a kiss, metaphorical or actual. Then watch for the wonderful things to come of it. Alrighty. So that is what is hidden. What is hidden is that shit's good. What's the gift? The gift is, the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So, what is the gift in this situation is the Knight of Pentacles is someone who balances the energies of intense inner drive with infinite patience. Experienced and skilled, he knows the timing is everything and consequently waits until the moment is right before making a move. His quiet demeanor helps him maintain a high level of awareness in any situation. His steadiness and causation may be mistaken for dullness or laziness. Don't be misled though. Lack of drama does not mean lack of dedication. When the time comes, he can be counted on to do just the right thing to achieve the best outcome by using the resources and energy at hand. So that's the gift. Is the gift is there someone in your life that brings this to the table? Okay. What is hidden is that that there's good things going with your partnership. What the challenge is? It's a High Priestess card. No matter which way you put it and what deck it in, it's always annoying. Sorry, but she's annoying. We love her, but okay. So, the challenge. Oh, for heaven's sakes, hang on here. There she is. The challenge is when the High Priestess shows up in a reading, it often means you already know the answer or advice you are seeking. The moon and the Luna moths represent intuition and otherworldly knowledge. In other words, they are information or certainly you have that is based on no apparent or logical reason. You are encouraged to trust your dreams, intuition, and psychic impressions. If you honestly believe you do not know, then another answer is Then there is another answer the High Priestess offers. She also is the being who leads you to initiation. If this is the case, you are meant to face a situation without knowing what will happen. It is the nature of initiation to be transformed by the experience without preconceived ideas or expectations. The journey itself holds an important life lesson for you. As you move forward, the High Priestess will advise you to rely on your own inner wisdom and pay close attention.
Okay.
You hate that one, don't you?
No, I don't
No,
hate
you
that
don't?
one. This
No?
reading as a whole is
Helpful?
fucked up.
Oh, is it? Ooh, we'll check on that in a moment. Okay, so the result card. He got Temperance.
I like that.
But are you listening to what I'm saying, or
No, I am listening to what you're saying.
But don't take your traditional tarot meanings and try to be introvert and sticking them into what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
Because that will make it wrong. No, just making sure.
But I'm just like, this reading is like. I know exactly who it's about. It's not about trading, but and it's very poignant, and it's very just about my lack of trust in my creative drive and stuff like that, and with my business and stuff like that, and it's just you have to this card in particular is you have basically telling me you have the perfect business partner already in your life, and this card is telling me you don't need. You're never, as starting a business, you're never going to be able to control it. It's never going to, completely be the way you want it to be, and you just have to do it.
And so now the results. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, guys. All right. So, the result is... Ooh. They say that a mark of any true professional is that they make whatever they do look easy. Moving easily and beautifully through life doesn't happen by accident. It is a choice and a discipline. Life brings all sorts of challenges. The environment of your life changes all the time. Maintaining balance in a chaotic world is subtler than mixing equal parts of work, play, and sleep. When temperance shows up in a reading, you know the situation has powerful elements that could potentially throw you off course, but that you can, with some effort, resist being controlled by outside influences. It means, though, that you must retain control of yourself. Emotional and spiritual maturity are necessary to understand all the forces at work and to make the best choices in order to achieve the results you desire. How'd that?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to pull a card for Penny because she's been waiting. So, do you need to talk about that anymore? Or?
No, I just like that it was very poignant.
Good.
Yeah.
These cards, I really like these because they're very personal and they're soft.
I've never, see the thing is, I usually get that clear of a message from a lot of cards.
No.
My own cards I get very clear messages from.
Yeah.
Like my own cards, I pull it and I immediately know what it's trying to tell me because it's always so...
Well, you're very intuitive, and so basically the cards are just slapping upside the head saying, yes, this thing you know, this is us reminding you that yes, you're right.
With the Goddess and Titan cards, yeah, I always get that. It's like, whatever, thanks for telling me what I already know. But it's always very clear, too. All
right. So, Penny, this is going to be your card. I'm going to pull you a card from my Goddess deck. I'm just thinking about you. And we're going to pull a card. For Penny. Okay. Okay, so for Penny today, you get, and I butcher the names, Parvati, okay? And I see that next up for a card is Doris, followed by Diane. Okay, so Penny. The goddess Parvati comes now to offer her help because blind faith in others isn't serving you, and devotion to something undeserving may be showing up in your life. Ask yourself why you are so committed to someone or something you know deep down will fail you. Are you afraid of seeing things as they are? What if you let go and allow a higher force to guide you to the right people, places, and things that are of your highest good? Can you remember when the devotion to this ultimate spiritual partnership was reciprocated? Consider what happens when you place your attention only on money, status, ambition, and power. The world becomes narrow and you lose connection to a higher existence and to your greater good. The goddess Parvati offers this alignment task. Get your spiritual life in order. Make prayer and meditation part of your daily routine. Act as if you believe what is for you won't pass you, and that what must proceed will do so without your interference. You will be amazed at how everything falls into place. This goddess reminds you that you are so loved and cherished. Okay, Penny? So, next up we have Doris. Doris, what are you going to get, Doris? Doris is getting a goddess card too. Okay. Any comments or concerns?
No. Diane's next.
Yep. Diane is next. So, the lovely Doris. Alright. Ooh, haha. Okay, Doris. You got Aphrodite. Ta-da! Okay, so your alignment task is to stay present, release judgment, and see the treasure of what lies in front of you. You may discover something painful is actually a beautiful gift. Indeed, it could be exactly what you need to release the old patterns that are no longer serving you. Be careful of the addictive quality of a longing, yearning for elusive love, and fixation on desired outcomes. This only creates more energy of unmet desire, and you may find yourself unable to discern what is true. Release expectations and attachments and simply see what arises. Remain aware and accountable for your side of things. Make amends if you need to, and trust that all is well. Even your partnership with the universe may need refining as you let go of your need to have things your way. Call on the goddess Aphrodite to lead you to a healthier, more satisfying experience. So, if you want to chat about that anymore, I'll be glad to help you. But that's a beautiful message for you, dear. Okay, Penny. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder if that was that, Penny. Right on. Yeah, I bet it was amazing in here last night. Today it's a little bit kooky, but
yeah.
But like I said, I like to roll with that. So we'll clean it up here, and we might even do that as part of what we do today. I don't know. So Diane is our next person, and then Kate's after that. So
okay.
Diane is going to get a dragon card because Now our dragon cards are cards that I get from the person who makes them. So this lady, her name is Caroline Mitchell, and she's from the UK, and she does these meditations, and she downloads, like I do, she downloads all the messages from dragons, and these are the cards that she has, and I buy them from her. So we sell them at the store. So
I can't help it.
he's shaking his leg.
I
So I'm
can't
like, is
help
there an
it.
earthquake? What's happening? No, it's just Dustin. It's okay. You weren't doing it a minute ago.
Eli's mom always goes, "You're not bored. Stop shaking your leg."
I think I'd like Eli's mom. Okay. So Diane, what you're getting is the Avaberry Matriarch. So this is what that dragon looks like. You see? The ring light's making it look real pretty. Okay. Super small font on these babies, so XXV. Okay, so for Diane, the Avaberry Matriarch. This dragon comes in with the strength and power to delve deep into our ancestral healing. To follow, usually the matriarchal line going back through the passing of time. She states, the time has come to release the chains that bind the continued pain of families, which has been passed down from generation to generation. You do not need to own this now. It is not and never was your pain to bear. She reassures us that it's safe to explore old family hurts and release them to her. If she has shown up today for you, ask her for wisdom and to guide you to the best way to heal the past and move forward in your life. She says, I will guide you to the best way in which you can heal and leave the pain of your ancestral past behind. Old family wounds only fester on a deeper level if not acknowledged and released. They serve you no purpose in your journey now. Due to her connection with the Avaberry hedge, she carries an incredibly ancient energy, that of the old ways, the shamanic healing origins and ancestors of England. Her wisdom is ancient as our land itself. If Avaberry has appeared to you today, she asks for you to look into shamanic practices, paganism, or maybe Wicca. It could be that which you are seeking. So I know that you're already looking and trying to find answers that way, but yeah, so just in meditation, if you want to connect with that dragon, Diane, then that will be more helpful to you to help get some of the answers in which you seek. Okay, Caitlin. Oh, I know I have all these new cards I could pull, Caitlin, but that's not what you're getting. You're getting the Charlene deck, which is awesome. Oh, someone's here. They're singing, so it could be fun. Okay, so be super funny if no one's actually there.
Hello?
So, Kate,
Hi.
your card. Oh, good grief, it's Wyatt. Oh, Lord. Oh, Wyatt. Anyway, so for Kate, so let's just shuffle the cards and think about Kate for one more minute, because I got somebody else on the brain because I can hear him down there hollering. Okay, so for Miss Kate, your card is coming. Don't panic, because I know this isn't an issue, but this is the card you're getting right now, Kate. It's called Fertility, and it's not about making babies, and I know that's not a thing, so we're okay. So, fertility. Okay. Rich, abundant, productive fertility. This is your soul's light, ready to live all of the creative resources in the spirit of creation. In this gift of fertility, there is an opportunity for you to mature, grow, and self-develop, consciously and graciously, accessing the qualities of mercy and compassion. This compassion is pure shared feeling, the core essence of your heart. Compassion is a loving wisdom, an awakening to the needs of others. Mercy eases the suffering and is the essence of absolute forgiveness. The gentleness of the fertility medicine card brings benevolence of bountiful blessings. Contemplate on your womb of creation. You are being asked to participate as the midwife in this birth. Choose to nourish your creation as you would a baby in gestation. Keep compassion and mercy close companions in this gift of fertility that is dynamically creating within you as possibilities of enchanted golden opportunities lie ahead. And I didn't read the whole card because, as we know, these are they're really good cards, but there's a lot of information. And but the picture, right? The card, that's Kuan Yin. Okay, so if you remember when I came over and did that stuff with the girls, and I left that little amulet for, I can't remember your oldest daughter's name, but that was Kuan Yin, and she's the goddess of compassion and protector of children. And with you, this is all about your inner child and accessing the compassion and loving wisdom for you, right? So this could be relative to your health as well with the ongoing things. And yeah, awesome. So you got fertility. I hope that message was helpful for you. And you know, I'm always here if you want to chat. So, Janet. Hello, Janet. I do believe you are next. Let me just scroll because my helper left. Yes. Janet. Okay, you get the goddess cards. Hopefully, Kate, you can hear me and that you just didn't fall on the floor when you seen the fertility card because you already got 3 kids. It's not that kind of fertility. No worries, honey. Take care. If anybody watching this video wants to share it so other people can get a card pulled today, that's cool too. It's very nice to have more people like and share our videos because, you know, we're out in the middle of nowhere and we're trying our best to make our ends meet out here. And so, yeah. There's a bunch of people yelling downstairs, but that's okay. One of them's Wyatt. All right, we're going to ignore that. And I am picking a card. I got to go backwards again. Janet, I got to think about you and shuffle again. It was really quite noisy down there. The who's who of lost souls in Port Burwell. He's not lost. He's funny. He's a lovely person. Hello, Tanya. Okay, so we are ready for the pull the card here for Janet. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Janet. You pulled the Morrigan, and the card of death and magic. She's the goddess of that. So hang on. I have never had her come up yet, so I'm interested to see what her message is for you today. Jesus. Guys, I'm doing a live video, so maybe don't yell. It's okay. Only at Roro's. So anyway, your message, Janet, for your card. So it's the Morrigan. Magic is everywhere and in all aspects of life, including death, dying, decay, and what is dark and hidden deep within our very natures. Yet in our modern culture, we spend so much time in denial, concocting ways to avoid death, refusing to allow nature to be true. We've lost so much wisdom as a result. You are being invited to address the areas of your life that no longer serve. You are being invited to address the areas of your life that no longer serve and that need to die, without promise of what will take its place. Do you need to walk away from someone, a way of behaving or thinking? Like a caterpillar, it has no idea how to be a butterfly. You must surrender to the process of metamorphosis. You must make room for the miracle while at the same time not demanding certainty. The magical death goddess Morrigan offers you this alignment task of self-inquiry. What death are you resisting right now? What darkness do you need to bring into awareness? How has fear ruled your choices? Who could you be if you had the courage to look at your life on life's terms? Your magic is so much stronger than you think. You can do this. Your dreams depend on it. Morrigan will be with you every step of the way. So that was awesome. Yeah, hi Janet. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, eh? So, and that's like, it is that time, you know, well, it's always that time in my world, but you know, it's never a bad time to take a step back and look at your life and see, you know, what's not serving you, what's not bringing you joy. And, you know, it's funny because a lot of us on the spiritual path have been around for a little while, right? So a lot of us are over 40 or over 50, and we've already had these experiences, and we've already had certain beliefs, and, you know, but you get to a certain point where, you know, you have to dig a little deeper and you have to look at things in a different way. So anyway, so I hope that was good for you, Janet. If you have any questions, you can let me know. And Tanya, you are good to go, my dear. You are my next card. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to talk about you in a minute. So which deck? Okay. So Tanya, the dragons have spoken for you as well. So let's pull a card for you. Okay. Ooh. So Tanya, here is your card. It is Destiny. You see him okay? All right. You're very welcome, Janet. So Destiny. It's for Tanya. Oh, these Roman numerals. They are not my strong point. Psst. Okay, Tanya. So, Destiny is the dragon that wants to give you a message today. Yes, Michelle, you're more than able to keep going as long as I'm still talking. Sometimes at the end, if people waited too long to say that they'd like to do a card, then they miss out because I'm done, because I don't see it, because there is a lag. So if you want one, just say yes, and I'll keep going as long as I see them. So, Destiny for Tanya. Destiny is a mighty dragon of great authority. She has no time for fluffiness, negative ego, or man's drama, as she puts it. She and her kind have been hidden in the depths of the earth for eons, waiting for us to be ready to take back our powers, stand in our individual and collective might. She wants to galvanize us into action, to stand strong against adversity, and if necessary, fly in the face of authority and challenge systems that are no longer fit for purpose. She says, if you want change, you need to be that change, not wait for others to do it for you. You do not need their permission to live your life your way, nor can they absolve you from responsibility. It is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. Light and fluffy will not create lasting changes on your planet. Have you ever tried moving a large, square, flat-bottom boulder uphill? It is impossible. As humans, you need to come together and work in union, not isolation. Take responsibility for who you are, hold the vision of which you wish to create, and work in unity with others. We are facing periods of change and times of adversity. We, as the people of Gaia, can only achieve a secure future if we come together and work for the good of all. We can be the change. So that's a pretty powerful message there, Tanya. So I'm not sure what's going on with you, but you're getting a big push into, if you're coming up against systems that aren't working, and like even if you're a student, or I can't remember what it is that you're doing. Hey, Doris, just keep pushing, right? And that's the message is, keep pushing and get help, and, don't let the whats get you down. Okay, hi, Glenda. How's it going? I'm just going to double check here. So I do believe Michelle is the next one that wants a card. And Michelle is getting, you're getting a tarot card. So that's cool. Oh yeah, wow. That's interesting. I'm getting a lot of energy for this one today. So just a moment. Michelle. Yeah, you were just swimming around things. So whatever's on your mind the most right now, my dear, the answer that we have is the Nine of Swords. But don't be, all the swords pictures are kind of, woo, but don't let that, let me just pull this up. So, for what's going on with you right now, Michelle, this is your message. It has been a tough time. You faced some challenges and made some difficult decisions. The good news is that the Nine of Swords indicates that this phase is at an end, or very nearly so. Your current task is to wrap things up. Some people make the mistake of reliving such times over and over, watching the tapes with regrets, bitterness, or anger. In order to move forward, you need to relive the situation one last time through the eyes of compassion for yourself and everyone involved. Learn the lessons embedded in the experience. Recognize the wisdom gained, and then you can truly move forward. So that's awesome. So yeah, that's your message today, Michelle. I hope that lines up for you. And yeah, if you need to chat about that later, you know where I am. Okay, so Wendy's getting a Charlene card. Hey, Glenda. I think I might have said hey, Glenda, but hey, I had to move my dialogue back the other way so I don't miss anybody, because I'm glad to be here and chatting with people and helping out in whichever way I can. So, Wendy, here you go. You are getting... Ooh. Okay. This is the card that Wendy's getting. It's truth. All right. It's the very last one, so I don't know why I started at the front. That was dumb. Okay, so for Wendy, you could look at guilt as merely the ego's conditioning, ensuing a feeling that you are not succeeding at being a better person. You may decide, oh, how interesting, look at that. My human conditioning. I'm not falling for that one anymore, nor do I need to judge myself. Drop all facades and love yourself unconditionally. Remember to give yourself love. Your personal truth as it resonates within. Your personal truth is as it resonates within. Transform any untruths that keep you from experiencing this beauty of who you truly are. Always allow compassion and unconditional love while you bring awareness into these areas. This information contains great potential for positive change. Allow Archangel Ariel to shower her qualities of compassion and love to support your vibration to be your absolute highest. Connect with the pink sphere in your heart. Let your innate truth kind-heartedly rule supremely in all that you do. Okay. So, Wendy, that was you for now. If you have any questions, you know where I'm at. Okay. So we got Glenda. Okay. You're welcome, Doris. Stephanie. Yes, you may have a card. Okay. Well, the goddess cards are they're quite noisy today. So just a second. Stephanie's getting... Oh, I wish I was better at pronouncing the names. Artemis. So that's wrong. Yeah. There's some that sound similar to other ones, and then I'll garble it up and make it sound like that. Anyway, so this is your message, my dear, for Stephanie. Sometimes you can be so focused on one thing, one way, one outcome, or one expectation that you run the risk of losing the opportunity to experience what you genuinely desire. You may be so fixated on that you become blind to what is truly yours and what will be in your best and highest good. The goddess of the hunt offers this alignment task. Soften your focus and allow the fulfillment of your desire to come to you as it will. Whether you hit your mark now is not the point. Rest your eyes and release the tension in your body. By taking this break, you will avoid shooting yourself in the foot and instead recognize that you are so loved. Love, success, and opportunity, all that is truly yours, will not run past you. Call on this goddess to remind you of this truth. Okay? So I was really guilty for that in my life before. So it's like you're like, this is what I have to have. And I don't want this, and I don't want that, I don't want that, or I don't want that. I have to have this. And then when you get that, you're like, oh my God, this is terrible. That's really very relationship wise, that's very true. But if you can trust in the universe a little bit to kind of know what it is you want, but kind of trust that it'll be what it's going to be, then what you get is even 10 times better than what you actually were trying so hard to achieve. So trust is a big message behind that card. Crystal. Ooh, Crystal. Crystal, you're also getting a tarot card today. So just a second. So, my dear. Okay. So whatever the thing that's on your mind the most right now, Crystal, the answer the cards are getting is called the Five of Pentacles. Once again, don't be put out by the art. The art sometimes is like, but pentacles are good, but for some reason they all have a very gray background. All right. Oops. Good grief. I'm in the wrong book. That's awesome. I said it'd be a little garbled. Oh, it's a little kooky in here. So, Five of Pentacles. And this is Crystal. Okay. So sometimes we learn just as much about an energy through its absence as through its presence. The Five of Pentacles is a difficult card, but one that represents very real cycles in life. During the winter months, all living things are challenged to survive until spring. The earth, which may seem dead, is creating the soil for the next season. Dormant plants are anything but stagnant. They are either growing stronger to return in the spring or breaking down to enhance the soil. During this time, you may experience a shortage of physical resources and may feel like your life is dormant. This cycle will pass. At the end of it, you will find the choices you made during this dormant period will determine what kind of plants, seeds, and soil you have to work with in your next cycle. Okay. So yeah, if it's a flat spot, don't worry, it's just building. Okay, so now, whoops, Julie. Hi, Julie. Hi. What do you want? Well, I'm getting dragons for you, dear. I gotta do what I'm told. I would have liked to pick a goddess card for you, but that's not who was speaking, so. With all your animals, this makes sense. A lot of us animal people have a lot of dragon energy around us. Ooh. And Julie, you got Luna. Okay. All right. So Luna. There we go. Got it. Okay. As her name depicts, her connection is to our moon and the phases within it. The mother figure in our lives, and due to her watery nature, she connects to our emotions, creativity, and of course, water. Her arrival in your cards is a prompt to fully feel your emotions, particularly if you have been ducking and avoiding their messages to your consciousness. She urges you to look at them, examine them, own them, and release what you no longer need. She says, if you have been feeling overwhelmed, it is okay to ask for help. This is not weakness. It is acknowledgement that you have been strong for too long on your own. You can only fully be who you want to be when you embrace and acknowledge what you really feel, and only then can true transformation take place. She also urges you to follow our creative urges, to revisit latent talents, whether they are musical, written, painting, acting, and so on. She tells me, these activities are good for the soul. You can lose oneself in the moment, be lost in a piece of work, and embrace the bliss which accompanies such activities. Here too, a little self-care wouldn't go amiss at this time if she has shown herself to you. Well, I think self-care right now, Jules, is my goodness, it's huge. You've been working so hard and there's been so much going on. But yeah, so hopefully that's a good message for you today. And awesome, Glenda. Hi, Mary. Oh, Missy, sorry. We got I miss you too, Glenda, and I'll pull you a card. Okay, so Glenda, you're getting a goddess today. There is a skull that I got to pick, and I think part of our little videos every week is going to be a meet and greet. This little guy sitting here wanted to be on video today, so once we're done with the goddess card for Glenda, I will introduce him. Or them. Ain, adaptability. So this is your card, Glenda. This is the goddess. Okay. She's number 1. You're number 1. Okay. Sometimes you find yourself unable to respond to life's challenges because you are holding on too tightly to an image of how things should be. It's hard to adapt to changing circumstances when you're so connected to familiar conditions or an old identity. Or you may be too attached to the form of the desired outcome, and then things go in a different direction you resist. Have no fear. Instead, love these changes. Be open and courteous. Call on this goddess to embody her power. Remember, you could effortlessly shift from one form to another and move between worlds without she could see, I told you it was tongue-tied day. She could effortlessly shift from one form to another and move between worlds without consequence. Trust that whatever you're bumping up against will dissolve through your willingness to simply be with what is and allow the magic to reveal itself. So, Glenda, just to wrap that up. So whatever it is that if you're having issues with something right now and what's upsetting you isn't what it is, it's that it's not what you thought it would be. And so if you take a look at it and just kind of breathe into it and let it be whatever it is it's going to be, then then things will shift and you'll be okay. Alrighty, hon? You're welcome, Stephanie. All right. Hello, Giselle. I think I got Julie and Jules on here, which I thought was the same person, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Thanks, Crystal. Hello, Giselle. Hello, Sabrina. Hiya. Are you in the East Coast? Thanks, Sabrina. Hi, Crystal. Well, that was you. Yes, it was bang on. I felt like from here too, Julie. All right. Okay. Oh, Missy, you would like a card? Okay. So, Missy, you are on deck. So let's, again with the dragons. Okay. It's not that I don't want to pick them. I just find that sometimes their message is a little bit more complex than what, necessarily than what people are ready to manage or expect from a live feed card reading. But you know what? When they're like, pick me, so I'm like, okay. I trust it. See, and that's the whole point, isn't it? Okay, so Missy, my dear, you are it. Did you see how often okay, so I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. Luna. But because you probably weren't totally paying attention because it wasn't for you. So Glenda, this is your double tap in case there was anything you missed because we got the exact same card for Missy that we got for Glenda. So that's not that surprising. Good grief, you should hear them downstairs. What the hell are they doing? Anyway, Luna. As her name depicts, her connection to our moon and the phases within, the mother figures in our lives, and due to her watery... No, it wasn't Glenda. This was Jules's card. I'm sorry. This was a card I just read. All right. Bear with me one moment. I just gotta kind of... Woo. As her name depicts, her connection to our moon and the phases within it, the mother figures in our lives, and due to her watery nature, she connects to our emotions, creativity, and of course, water. Her arrival in your cards is to prompt you to fully feel your emotions, particularly if you have been ducking or avoiding their messages to your consciousness. She urges you to look at them, examine them, own them, and release what you no longer need. She says if you've been feeling overwhelmed, it is okay to ask for help. This is not weakness. It is an acknowledgement that you have been too strong for too long on your own. You only fully have to be who you want to be when you can only fully be who you want to be when you embrace and acknowledge what you really feel. Only then can true transformation take place. She also urges us to follow our creative urges, to revisit latent talents, whether musical, written, painting, acting, and so on. She tells me, these activities are good for the soul. You can lose oneself in the moment, be lost in a piece of work, and embrace the bliss which accompanies such activities. Note here too, a little self-care would not go amiss at this time if she has shown herself to you. So if I get this again, I'm not going to read it again. And if you get this again, you'll have to rewatch the video, because I'm sure that people that are waiting, but still, that's still a really good message. And I hope that was helpful for you, Missy. Right on, Glenda. And Giselle. Yeah, I miss your face too, Glenda. So the last one I have coming up here right now is Giselle. So if there's anybody else that wanted a card reading and I haven't said your name, comment again quickly, because I'm going to finish up before too much longer. So Giselle is getting good. I'm glad to hear that, Missy. So Giselle, you are getting a card from Charlene's Mystic Medicine deck. Big picture pieces here. You got the Innocence card. Can you see? The light is kind of annoying. But with these ones, the art is such a big part of it, because the woman that makes these cards, she does the paintings and she does the reading, like she does the words and everything herself. She's pretty amazing. So, Giselle, Innocence. Okay. Nope. There she is. The painting is called Fairy Child. So, the message here is, turn inward to your imagination and find a heart full of innocence. Happiness and inner peace depend upon a relationship in gratitude and love to the service of something greater than the material world. Let yourself play beyond disciplined limitations. There is a truth that is undeniably real within the hidden worlds of nature. Walk through the doorway in your heart into magic by respecting the natural world. You have not lost your innocence. It is simply buried in conditioning imposed upon you. Throw away the ideas that there is no real magic in the world beside parlor tricks and a slip of the hand. Chuck these thoughts out from your head of what adults and society told you about the ways of the world and how you should be. Drop all that you have learned from others and return to innocence. Be as simple-minded as a child, and soon innocence resurfaces and you'll remember how to play. The medicine card Fairy Child is asking you to transform these thoughts you have been taught that they don't really exist and return to innocence. When did you stop singing, dancing, playing, and using your imagination? So, yeah. That is your message today there, my dear, for Giselle. Now, I don't see anybody else that is asking for a card, but we do have a skull that wanted to be intro today. So hopefully, I can't see when the comments are up there, but anyway. So this is my guy here. So see? Woo! I'm ready for my close-up. Was it Mr. DeVille? Was that who it was? Oh, anyway. So this guy is a stone called apatite, which is funny because if you hear me, I'm always clearing my throat. Now, a lot of time when I'm doing that, that's not even mine. Sometimes that's other people's stuff, but apatite is a really wonderful stone for helping with your throat chakra, right? So when you have shit that you need to say, words that you need to say, things that you need to express, pain that's in your heart that you've got locked in and you need to get it out, apatite is a stone that you would use for that. And yes, and this skull was just sitting across from me, and he was like, hey. So I'm just gonna take a second here and see if I can get another message. Yes, he is very handsome, aren't you? Okay. Okay. The message that I'm getting from him today is to remember that this whole experience is an experience, and that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and that you need to just don't take everything so seriously, right? So you just need, I keep getting, we'll put one foot in front of the other and just live your life. Have fun. You know, dance, laugh, play, have, really, have great sex. Do what it is that makes you feel joy. Because you're only in these meat suits for so long, and then you're not, right? So when you're down here and you're in this existence, please enjoy this experience. And yeah, I know it sounds cliche or weird just to say be happy, but his message is, for Pete's sakes, people, just be happy. You know, if you've got things you need to say them. If you have to write them down and burn them, that's good too. But whatever it is you need to do, you know, that's what you need to do. So that's our message from him today. I haven't tried doing it like this before, but once again, I will show you. Here he is. All right. And he's not meant to stay with me. He's not telling me his name today. But he is a nice piece of appetite. So, well, you're much more than that. Sorry, telling him he's a piece of something. Anyway. Yes, if you wanted to meet him, like, just a reminder that we do have free Crystal Skull meditations here every Sunday night at 7 p.m. We have zero gravity chairs. We have all sorts of different comfortable things to sit in. We have a whole room full of skulls that you can pick. Well, a whole store full of skulls, plus another room full of skulls that you can pick so that you can meditate and connect with these energies that are just here to help us with our higher good. If you want to know more about crystal skulls, you can scroll through our videos and you can see the Why Crystal Skulls video. Thanks, Robin. I miss your face. I've been thinking about you a lot, but I've been running around with my ass on fire, and I keep thinking I haven't talked to Robin in forever. So I hope that you're doing well. I think of you often, and I'm not the best at communicating sometimes when it comes to, you know, personal relationships. It's not always my strongest point. I think about people. I send them love and healing, but I'm like, I'm not the best at small talk. But anyway, but you know, I'm always thinking of you. So anyway, hopefully we'll see you soon. So I've been running back and forth to Kitchener because Trayton's in hairdressing school, but I'm usually like in and out because I'm running around somewhere else. So, well, guys, does anybody else want a card today? Because I think we're just about ready to wrap it up. Last time I turned it off and then 2 people said they wanted one and I missed it. So I'm going to give it a moment and see. So it says we have 9. I don't know what this does. Oh. Right on, Tanya. It would be great to see you on Sunday. Doris. Yes, Doris, I enjoyed doing this. I'm glad that you did too. Yes, Giselle, it'll be great to. You should come meet me sometime. I'm here, like, right now we've closed on Wednesdays because it's been too quiet. What is that? Oh, that's just the ring light in my glasses. I was like, oh, I don't know if we got any weird background stuff in here. It's been pretty quiet. Oh, I know what I could do. I'm going to help transfer the spirits that are in here to the next place. I thought about doing it when people were on here, but like, I don't know, there's 7 of us. If I knew that people knew how to do it with me, it'd be fun to do it together. Perhaps another day we can talk about how to move spirits from one place to another. Unless people are on here, want me to, and then you ask me and I say yes. But as it is, I don't have to even pull any more cards, so I'm probably going to wrap this up momentarily. So, yeah, you have a great weekend, Doris. And let me see. Last time I shut it off and then I got messages. And I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We got them. Da-do, da-do. Alrighty, well, I don't think, oh, I think we got a new one. Got another one? I see it at the bottom. Tanya, I'd love to try. Didn't I already do one for you? Yes, I did. Oh, you'd love to try the meditation, yeah. Well, you know what? You have nothing to lose. It doesn't cost anything, you know, and it's pretty fun, you know. If nothing else, you experience a very deep state of relaxation, and then you go home and you sleep really well. So, yes. Have a great weekend, everybody. I think I'm going to sign off here because I don't see anyone else wanting me to pull a card today. And I got to clean up in here because Diane will not be super pleased when she comes in and it's like a freaking Grand Central Station in here. If anybody wanted to discuss that or ask questions, I'm welcome to talk about it. But if no one's chatting about it, then I'm gonna shut her down momentarily. So. Oh, we're going to pull a card for the weekend in general for everybody. Okay. Because energies right now, it's always interesting the 1st of November for me. And not just because it's my super awesome oldest son's birthday. I was going to say, I thought you'd been there. Thanks, Tanya. So I'd like to say happy birthday to Randy Elcock, my oldest son, who's 31. How's the adulting going, eh? Fun stuff. All right. So we're going to pull a card for everybody for the weekend. And unless someone else asks me before I shut this thing off, that'll be done. Okay. The weekend's alignment message. Ooh, Danu. There she is. And the card is assurance. Hi, Dustin.
Hi.
That sounded like a fun time.
If you spent $90, it's fine.
Oh my goodness. How many people were down there?
Wyatt, and I think he said his name was Garrett.
Oh, is he another one like Wyatt?
I believe.
Oh, fun. I know Wyatt is awesome.
Well, they knew each other right away. They were like, "Ah, boy, buddy."
Oh dear. Well, I know I'm trying to do a live video and I can hear the people downstairs shrieking. I'm like, okay. All right, so everyone, this is your alignment message for the weekend. And like I said, unless someone asks for a card, then I'm done. So your alignment message for this weekend is from Danu, the goddess Danu, and it's assurance. So there are days when you wonder if you're on the right track, if your dreams are valid, if you have what it takes to show up and shine. You may have hit a dry spell where it appears that nothing is happening and it makes you doubt yourself. When this earth goddess appears, she is reminding you of the promise of new life. Just as fields are often purposely left fallow, perhaps this seemingly dry spell of yours is really a preparation time. Under the ground of your visible life lies a stream of abundance that is feeding the roots of the seedlings of your intentions planted in your fields of dreams. Go about your day-to-day life with faith. Danu assures you that the form of your desires will show up in divine timing and an even more magical way than you could imagine. So that was awesome. Right? So it is weird. So we're in between, like, so Halloween's over, Christmas is over here. A lot of us don't like Christmas. I celebrate Yule, which is what Christmas really was before it was changed. And, you know, so it is kind of a flat kind of time right now. So just keep putting one foot in front of the other, like our Scully here says. And have some fun. Enjoy your freaking life, because once you're done this one, then you don't just get to come back real fast. And once again, I could so like my lay of the land speech, which is another video that if you like my videos, you could watch or you've already watched. Kind of talks about how that works. But you know, like we're only in these meat suits for so long, and then it's quite some time before you to come back. And the things you can do in this meat suit may not be the same kind of things you can do the next time you're in a meat suit. So, you know, make hay while the sun shines, my friends. So everybody have an awesome weekend, and yeah, see you next week. We'll try to be on Thursday again. All right, take care. Bye.